And there's a nautical maritime theme, Tom, to our next interview because it's the boss of NMDC, which we know as Maritime Dredging Corporation. Delighted to welcome the CEO onto the show. He is Yasser Zaghloul. Morning, Yasser.
Hi, morning, Richard. How are you?
I'm good, thanks very much indeed. We're talking to you not about surfing, but about the core business, and because your profits went through the roof over the past year. 44% jump in profit to 3.1 billion dirhams. How did you do that?
First of all, Richard, I would like to welcome you at one of our sites for the Riyadh project. I'm so pleased and happy to see you, the background behind you from our sites. That's a great job.
So did you, okay, yes, let's labour that point. I think of you as doing stuff offshore in the Gulf, oil wells, gas wells. Did you have a role in this surf place as well?
We did the islands, and we developed the island, and if you look around, you will find a couple of mountains there. We have built the mountains as well there. So Riyadh Island is one of our main sites and a strategic project for us because really it's unique projects.
Happy days. But your core business since the 1970s, National Marine Dredging Corporation, it has been energy offshore, hasn't it? So tell us what's really driven this 44% jump in profit last year.
Yeah, actually, profit 44% after tax, but before tax it jumped to 58%, and revenue jumped from to 26.2 billion, and EBITDA jumped as well for 4.2 billion, which is 62% growth in EBITDA. That shows the growth, and the driver behind that, of course, that NMDC Group roots for growth has been built since a long time, and we are building now on our strengths. Our healthy backlog now is 71 billion dirham for the group, as well as we expand, as we mentioned in our strategy, vertical and horizontal. So vertical, we are building new verticals for different activity related to our core business, and horizontal as well, we expand into strategic markets for us. So we were successfully able to generate this growth during 2024. If you look at 2024 performance, you find the revenue jumped by 57%, EBITDA jumped by 62%, and profit before tax 58%, and after tax 44%.
So can we have a bit of clarity here, Yasser? Because people are driving to work or working in their offices or at home or in a hotel room now thinking, okay, so what is NMDC? You talked about helping to build the infrastructure for this surf facility in Abu Dhabi. I think of you, with my 25-year history, as National Marine Dredging Corporation doing offshore stuff for the energy industry. We had the IPO quite recently of one of your units, NMDC Energy Group. So for people who are thinking, hang on, what is NMDC? Can you give us the kind of 30, 45-second elevator pitch of what you are today?
NMDC Group is by far now, portfolio-wise and revenue-wise, number one in our industry worldwide. We are Abu Dhabi-based. Our activities mainly for dredging, marine activity, plus energy activities for oil and gas. And as well, we established a company for renewable energy with partnership with top leaders in the world. NMDC has NMDC Construction, NMDC Engineering to support our valuable clients in Middle East and global-wise. We are working now on Middle East, in Africa, in India, and as well in Far East, in Taiwan. And we have no limit for our market, and global market is our home market now.
Yeah, so let's talk about one of the bugbears of your industry, contracting engineering. It's payment, it's cash flow. How do you manage that? It's been a headache as long as I've been here for companies in your industry. What's the challenge and how do you address it?
We have very strong liquid balance sheet. We have collected last year 25 billion dirham cash, and our cash in end of the year was 5 billion dirham. So, and the company is very strong. We are supported by very strong dynamic shareholders. So for us, the strength comes starting from shareholders, starting from our balance sheet, coming to our great people, the main assets for the group, driving this fantastic growth.
And I'm gonna finish where I began, which is talking about where we, the Dhabi organization, had a role to play in that. Here at what potential for this kind of going forward?
Richard, I didn't hear you, sorry.
Yeah, so we'll leave it. Not great, but appreciate your time this morning. The thoughts there of the boss of NMDC Group joining us live on the line. 44% increase in net profit for the year. Pre-tax, it was even bigger than that. Yasser Zaghloul, CEO of NMDC Group. Appreciate your time this morning.